Should Alberta separate? Is Alberta different than Quebec? Canada right now is dealing with the threat of one of its territories, provinces, separating. The question is why? And we need to look at what is going on to cause it. And I find in the liberal media right now, anybody who says that Alberta is considering separate, they're called traitors. But when I see it from their perspective, I can understand why they might want to leave the relationship. They haven't been able to get a national pipeline, mostly because Quebec runs interference in that. Quebec wanted to separate in the 90s and were paid off to stay. Hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars, if not billions of dollars, to stay. They've now become a welfare state. So they're not going to separate because they now need the welfare checks. But for Alberta, that's sitting on a lot of our natural resources and wanted to send it across the country so we could give Germany some natural gas and oil rather than them having to get it from Russia during the Ukraine war. They're sitting there saying, look, we're getting treated like crap. They don't agree with the kind of Ontario liberal perspective on the world. They want to be fierce individualists and are looking to grow their economy, not become part of a welfare state. So I think it's unfair to call them traitors if they're looking at their self-interest. If you're in a bad relationship, you don't have to stay if somebody's not treating you well. So either maybe Canada steps up to the plate and Carney says, look, we're going to have a national pipeline. We're going to make it so that we can trade across provinces. But if you don't do that, can you really blame Alberta for thinking about leaving? Are they really the traitors? Or is it the people in central Canada and Ontario who are lining their pockets at the expense of our regional partners? Something to think about. Until next time, I'm the Rogue Lawyer.